I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA's Daily Review. Today's October 3rd, Tuesday, 2023. So we got this nice bearish candle that we mentioned yesterday. Please go watch yesterday's video so it makes sense. I'll go straight to it here and show you. I was mentioning here, coming up above that 50% level. You can't see it on this chart here, but you'll see it in a second. Popping up a little bit, not too far, and then coming right down for our target. They decided to take out those liquidity lows here, getting into that imbalance on the weekly to efficiently deliver price, pretty much. So can't get easier than that. Other than that, let's take a look how it looks. See on the 4-hour here, you'll see we opened up, we pop up a little bit, constantly making drives down. First objective is always to take out the previous day low, obviously for bearish. And then coming into that low right there, which is those two lows here, and then getting into the imbalance. And projecting what the range of how many points of the range would be. This is a daily range. This was about, so here this says about, let's just say 700, all the way down to 120. So you're talking about 575 points. Nice big range day. Thought about holding for the range of the day, but wasn't interested. So anyways, price pops up here. So we've already identified this range from yesterday, which I mentioned, right? So I was saying that we'd open up and we'd pop up and get into this 50. See this 50 level right here? So what's right above the 50 here? I'm sorry, right below the 50 is that liquidity. So we made that liquidity. You guys came down in Asia, London, almost London, and then price retraces up more, takes out that high, stays in that block, stays in right above the 50, underneath that 61 and the weekly open, and beautiful sell. So this happens, obviously I'm not awake. It's 4 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. Price breaks down, we wake up here. Now it's 9:30. So generally I would take this buy, right? Today I decided to do things different. I said, yeah, we had news today at 10 o'clock. So I was I'm going to wait for the 10 o'clock news. Sure enough, the price, and there were some buys here. You could have took this buy right here at 9:30. But issue with this is because it's right next to that previous day low, right? So for me, I would rather just stay out of it. But sure enough, you get order flow, it does come up, and then you got a fib from here to here. Now here's the caveat with this. You're generally going to make this leg. We're looking for a leg. We're looking for, a leg down, right? Coming from this fib here. If the projections from this fib, which is yesterday's, all right, you can see that I got it negative 27 here, and wait a minute, where is, yeah, negative 27 here. If I was to have added a negative 61 here, right here, comes right down here. Look at this. See where the price came? Beautiful. Look at that. All right, the general retail fib. I mean, this is not anything. This is not anything breakthrough or anything. But point is that look how it came beautifully to that level right there. See that? So if you were holding for this negative 61, that would have been awesome. But me, I was only interested in getting into that liquidity that I just mentioned from here on the weekly chart here, right? So that was my number one interest, holding for that. And then you have different levels in here. You have the 50%. That's what this little fib here is. Goes to the 50%, bounces up to as a resistance to right there, where we broke that low, which is those lows we're talking about right there, right? So let's see here. So what was I saying? As far as the fib here, right? So the caveat is that I don't generally rely on a fib like this until it breaks this low, right? But here's the thing. It's okay to use the fib because you are going to have retracements inside the main leg. So so this was one retracement, two retracements, finale in a way, right? So that's how I'm looking at it. So it was okay to use this, but look where it comes. So price comes up, retraces up all the way up, right? Now it's 9:45, 9:50, and then 10 o'clock, right? And it hits exactly, you can see this, right? Yeah. It hits exactly the the 61 level, literally. So beautiful, beautiful idea. And plus you have resistance, plus you're inside this imbalance right here. So this is really what I was looking at as well, right? So you can see on the 15-minute over here, very big eyesore. You can't miss that. Also on the hour, you can see that as well. And also what held the price down from here with also confluence. If you look on the hour chart, I'll just highlight this and drag it over all the way through, and you'll see that this is a resistance as well. That's good right there. All right, so it's better on the 1 hour. It's very, very clear on the 1 hour right here. So you broke through it. You retraced back up. You have imbalance. You have fib confluence plus that resistance. And you notice it doesn't break above that candle. So look at that, beautiful. You got too many reasons to sell right there, and the time of the day, which is the 10 o'clock news, right? So yeah, this is a 5-minute, right? Yeah. So anyways, that explains this sell. Where am I taking this? Obviously, you're taking it to below that low. And more importantly, I'm taking it to this higher time frame low right here, right? And to get into this inefficiency. So profit is being taken right here. Price comes down. It does hit. So just look at this. Look at this level. This thing here. This quad fib. Just so you could see it, and then don't pay too much attention to this yet. Let me delete that first, just so you can get the idea. So price comes right down to the 50. I like this trade, and I'm pretty much done for the day as a last. I did want like a reversal at lunchtime, so and I did get it, but I didn't get really what I wanted. I really wanted them to bounce from the 50 and come back up here to where we broke that low from yesterday. Minimum would be the low that we broke on the higher time frame, right? So that's like that right there. This is a retrace to here. It was failing, and I decided to get out, which I made a very good decision. Why is that? Because it can still come down and seal the rest of that imbalance. So I don't want to play around, but I was hoping. So let's just go back here. You see, we got this fib right here. We got this retracement, nice, right? What I was hoping was what was gonna. Oh, by the way, and you can see the negative 27 here and the 61 for this retracement. All high confluence reaching here. Just to let you know, right? I'll leave it there. It's fine. But what I was trying to do is when I took this buy, I was hoping to get. Well, I have a couple ways to look at it. I could do it this way, right? Because technically this is a range in itself. It really could be just, it really is probably just here, right? Because this is a range inside the range, and this is the leg. So I'm generally looking for a fair delivery. So this came up to over a 50%. That's fair delivery to me. So let me just keep it there for a second. I was hoping for it to come up to here. I was hoping for it to retrace back up here, but I knew I knew it wasn't guaranteed. I knew buying from here would be a guarantee here. Why? Because we just broke through a major low, right? So that this to me was guaranteed. The sell, the buy was guaranteed. Now I could have, but I wasn't going to trade after this long. But I didn't want to sit through what the hell they were going to do. But this, I did see this as a sell. We're sitting in this supply right here, this candle right here, and as a resistance. So this would have been a great target. This sell would have been great to take it to the 50 or to this 25% level, at the least, right? So, that's just how it played out. Beautiful sell, called it the day before. Very exciting stuff. And again, we are still inflationary. They are hunting. I mean, it's very obvious that they're hunting down here to accomplish these things. So we're in the new quarter. So right now, this is so far playing out like it should. In the new quarter, it does come down, and then you'll start to see it shift back up. And that means we're supposed to be going above here. But because of where we are in the world, with, we know the inflation, we know the next rate hike is going to go up this next time. And then we do know that we're going to, I know they mentioned that they're trying to get a 2% target of rates by the end of 24 or 25. I think they said 25. So, we're not out of the woods, but it's still possible that we do come around and we go back up. So on the daily, we're oversold. If you take a look here, we're oversold on the daily, which is a pretty big deal in a way, because that's a big range. So I'm not sold on the fact that we're going to just keep going down. But we do have news tomorrow, which is non-farm, and on Friday. So what I'm assuming is, and we got this massive price imbalance. So this could happen a number of ways. I mean, for me to get to here, I mean, it was pretty good. But from here, I don't really know. Now, what I will say is this. If you look at dollar, we did tag that high, by the way, mentioned yesterday. So they ended up tagging it, and then they shot through it. And then see this shift right here? This breakdown and then retrace, and then here. This might be starting a shift of the dollar. I don't know that, though, so don't hold me to it. But this, I've been trading for a long time, and I've seen this type of pattern, obviously, and I'm sure you have too. And this is a very common pattern to be bearish. But, I mean, the dollar keeps surprising us, right? They keep going up. But they did hit this objective. I don't think this is important for them. But I think everybody and their mother was involved in this high here coming down. So, so here's my options. Here's what I'm thinking. With the news tomorrow, what I would like to see is, well, there's two things, and I know I'm sorry, bouncing around a little bit, but let me do this. Let me say, because this is a range here in itself, right? So I'm gonna leave this alone, but what I'm gonna say is, I'd like to come up first here to 50. What is this? 433,401. Okay, so let's do it this way. So what I'd like to see is this. I mean, to be honest, to be really honest, I would like to just see this, and then type of shit, right? So I would like to see this, and this does not mean all tomorrow. I'm just saying, in the coming up weeks. So as of now, well, as far as of this week, I'd like, or let's just say just even tomorrow, I'd like for us to retrace up and then kind of come our way down to take out that low. This is option one for me. As far as option two goes, I would also like to just see them get this over with, and then just start coming like that, right? So this fib over here is the range from right here to where we are. I'm just been bringing it down. Eventually we're going to retrace back up to the 50, up to here, or even break above and break that fib. So, but this is what I'm looking at right here. We do have a massive price imbalance here. So I think my first objective, or their objective, would be to, let me push this through. Is to come seal that, right? Because that's pretty obvious. And by the way, we have on this the 4 hour, you see up here, I see this is a very high target once we start retracing. But that's nowhere near where we are. So I won't even mention that. But here, this low here, I do like us coming back up into here. So if this fib is correct, right? Let's just put it this way. If this fib is correct. All right, I'd like for us to tap above that 61. That's what I'd like to see, okay? If the fib is from here, because I don't know, this might be the real leg right here. So try not to get lost in this. I'm just going to move this over. So if this is the range, right, that we're dealing with, then I'd still like to pop. Then it becomes a 50, smack that right there, and I'm good with that. And you can come right back down. So, but yeah, that 50 level came right to the 50, bounced to there, reach as resistance, came back down, and then came back up here to the 50 again, and then sold off again, came above. Was fucking playing around a little bit, but that was pretty much the day here. So pretty easy, pretty outlined. And then you see dollar there. So, and then and then all the other markets, Nasdaq and S&P were running in tandem. I mean, obviously they're in different places on their. If I was to go to a 1 hour real quick, as you can see, Nasdaq just took out the previous day's lows. So all the way from Thursday, we have already took out our lows on Friday, right there, and then we took out that final low on Wednesday just yesterday for us. So we've been the leader in coming down, in my opinion, and S&P as well, right? Actually, S&P is sort of the leader. Nasdaq is catching up here, but this is where we are. So Nasdaq has not took out their lows yet. So is this a possible buy from here? I doubt it. They have much room to go down here on their chart. I ain't gonna go into that. I can't make this video too long. So, all right. So hope this helps, and then you guys take care till tomorrow, and God bless.